Right. Let's see what we're up to. And yes, Apple Pies is correct. I still have the headache that I mentioned earlier on Twitter, unfortunately. Now, the question is here. Pioneer, Pioneer, Provisioner, Provisioner, Pioneer. And Pioneer, Provisioner, Pioneer, Provisioner. We need more people in here. Metasapia shall join it. It's 3 Pioneers, 2 Provisioners. We need a new squad. The Hated Thrones. No. The Neutral Boltners. The Crunching Hags of Joke. Okay. We'll go with that one. Forks. And Wasp Inilva. There you go. You are now set up. We are going to be setting up the training grounds now. To the Death Couplers. And then later, the Twilight Charmers of Night and the Crunching Hags of Joke. There we go. We'll have someone training at all times. Unfortunately, we're always going to be listening to them having a bit of a scuffle now. There we go. More gold. Hi, I got the email saying you were playing Gnomoria, so drove the 25 kilometers home on my lunch break to say hi, Avak, and we'll see you on YouTube. Wow, more goals. That is dedication that I feel I'm not sure what I can say. I feel awkward now. Thank you. I hope it was worth it, driving all that way. Right, let's mine out some of this copper. It's actually much less than I expected. A little bit saddened by that. How about drawing this out? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There. There we go. Draw that up. Now this should line up unless I've miscalculated something, which I actually have. Okay. Dwarves, sorry, gnomes, don't do a thing. I have been a crazy mad fool and I've made a mistake in my calculations. I will pay for it in time. There we go. There. Right, now you may get back to work. We still have no drinks. This is not quite good. We still have no distillery. Also not good. What was it that I needed? I've got a table. Do I not have a barrel? I've got a barrel. What else was it that I needed? Food and drink, distillery, table, barrel. Oh, 2 barrels. Drat, damn and blast, I made 1. There we go. Tiny Medwin. Well, as much as I enjoyed my little time here, it's goodbye from me. Good night, everyone. And Avak, of course. Take care, Tiny Medwin. Thank you very much for stopping by. It was a pleasure to have your company. Right, let's mine out this wall. Then mine out that wall. Then mine out this wall. And also, you know what? Let's make a little room over there. Another little booth there. Actually, quite like this. This room is growing on me now. In its unevenness. As soon as all of that is dug out, I will set that up as the... really fighting in the fields now, are we? My lord. Also, that's actually starting to hurt my head. So, sound effects all the way down to 20. Resume. Okay, that's a little bit more manageable now. Well, I have to go now. Toodles, everyone. Thanks for the stream. Avak, Dragon Slayer 8932 said, take care, Dragon Slayer. Jimmy Jam Jams. Avak, I think I miss Sir Prancy the most. Will he make a comeback in this fort? Perhaps. If he's on the master name list, I don't believe Sir Prancy is on the master name list. I shall have to wait for someone to request that Sir Prancy be added. Right, okay, we've got this set up. We can't make tea yet. We can happily make beer. We can just keep making beer if we really want to. I completely forgot that we don't actually... Oh, my lord. Sandwich, cheese. You know what? Keep making cheese. Just flat out keep it... Well, no. Keep one cheese. One loaf of bread. I need sausage, cheese, omelets. Oh, you can't just make a cheese... Ah, you're kidding me. Okay, then make 10 cheese. Always have 10 cheese to hand. Always have 10 loaves of bread to hand. We'll just have to make do without cheese sandwiches for now. However, we will then make wine out of the crazy amount of oranges that we have. Make up to 32 wine. Go. Also, we should have a door. There we go. Oh, we've got our goblins! Our first goblins! They've arrived! Ah! Food! Also, we've got a new yak. I completely missed that. Got, well, it'll be 2 females and a male. Oh my lord, I've been oblivious to so many things. A yak is born. Oh, right, okay. 3 goblins have arrived. A yak is born. Sorry, 3 normals, a yak is born. A honey badger has been spotted. Ah, right, okay. Well, here we go. Is anyone asleep? There's 1 person is asleep. That's fine. We don't need anyone else. Let's check on these goblin raiders. Let's have a look at your skills. You have got 8 in fighting, 9 in dodge. What about you? 8 in fighting, 9 in dodge. And how about you? 9 in fighting, 7 in dodge. I believe brawling is the skill they're going to use because they're just going to be fighting by themselves without any weapons or armor. Okay, let's have a quick look. Waspinilva, sorry. Skills, fighting's better, brawling is not, dodge is actually pretty good. Okay, well, everyone just wail on him. Every single person in the fort, attack that 1 goblin. Kill him quickly. Slow down time this time. Go forth. Attack! All of you at once. The goblin has died. You are no match for us. Right, let us have a look at events. Let's see how this combat is going. Active 4th day of summer, which it currently is. There's a group fight with the goblin. This one. And then this one. Where's the one where he died? Here we are. Okay, let's have a quick look at what happened here. The goblin kicks the marble door, smashing the marble door. Holland punches the goblin, hitting him the right hand, smashing the skin and smashing the bone. Goblin punches the marble door, smashing the marble door. He dodged an attack there. Holland kicks the goblin, hitting the right leg, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle, smashing the bone. The goblin falls to the ground. Forks bites the goblin, hitting the neck, smashing the skin, and crushing the throat. The goblin is suffocating. The goblin has died. Forks bit him in the throat until he died. Well done, Forks. And the second one is down, and I think the last one... Oh, no, the last one is actually still there. He hasn't been able to get away. He was trying, but he didn't manage it. Right, let's have a look at this one. That's where you bit him in the neck. Nope, that's not the one. Here we are. Right, let's have a see of how this one went down. That was a much longer fight. Any pink text? Fawkes punches the goblin, hitting the left eye and crushing the eye. The goblin's left eye has been mangled and he is temporarily blinded. Holland punches the goblin, hitting the right leg, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle, and smashing the bone. He fell to the ground at that point. Fawkes punched him in the eye so hard his eye was mangled. And then Fawkes punches the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, splintering the ribs, puncturing the left lung, stopping at the left lung, and crushing the left lung. Goblin is having trouble breathing. Galleon Eldar punched the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, and crushing the heart. So basically, Fawkes punched him so hard in his rib cage, it just kind of shattered it and created an opening for Galleon to thrust his fist through the goblin's chest into the chest cavity where he located the heart and then crushed it in his fist. Well done, Galleon. And the last one is now also dead. Let's see how that last goblin died. That was Fawkes, and here we are. So see how this fight went down. We have got Nathan kicks the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, splintering the ribs, puncturing the right lung, stopping at the right lung, and crushing the right lung. The goblin is having trouble breathing. Metasapia kicks the goblin, hitting the right leg, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle and the bone. Goblin falls to the ground. Then Master Mischief bites the goblin, hitting the right eye and piercing through the eye. The goblin's right eye has been mangled and he is temporarily blinded. Master Mischief bit out his eye. I approve of this. And then Kalik punches the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, and crushing the left lung. So he'd already lost one to a splintered rib, and then Kalik punched through his chest again, grabbed the other lung, and basically tore it out. And then the goblin died because he had a sudden and quite fatal lack of lungs. Well done. Also, I shouldn't need to say this, but please automatically butcher excess livestock and butcher corpses. You know, because we need those bones. But goblins, to the butchering table, please, goblins. There we go. Goblin carcass wanted at butchering table. No? Ah, there we go. Someone has realized that there is a job to do. Go forth. Get that goblin carcass and make us a delicious goblin sandwich with it. Now I need to set up sausages. Make any meat sausage. This one, just make as much sausages as you can because there's no point in not having the sausages. The reason for that is that the meat will be there anyway, and they'll either eat the meat. With the other stuff, in many cases, you haven't made it into food yet. And it's the food, well, food and drink is what dictates whether mants are going to come. So with grain, it's not counted as food until it's turned into bread. So you don't want to make too much bread. With cheese, I mean, I'm only making 10, but the thing is, as milk, it's still counted as drink, so still a problem anyway. So, but I only want to make 10 just in case some of the gnomes fancy a drink of milk. Sausages, however, it's meat anyway. And that's a lower nutrition value than a sausage. So just make it into a sausage, and then with that, you can make sandwiches. And there should always be 10 sandwiches. There we go. Fantastic. Now, unfortunately, the goblins will not produce bones. They are... Other than their skull, they have no bones. I don't know how it works. Don't ask. So we still technically need an animal to kill in order to get the bones that we need to make the bone carver. But, well, you know, the worst things have happened. Okay, there's really nothing here for us. So we need to go down to the next level. Let's take that away. And then we'll start hollowing this out and go down into the lower levels of the fort. Alright, this area has finished being designated. Let's bring up the walls, designate area. We want dining room. There we go. We'll make this a great hall as well. It's worth nothing right now, and I'm not too surprised by that. There we go. Pull this out. Yeah. There we are. Right, the Great Hall, still worth nothing. That's fine. Right, we want 2 doors, but we're going to make wooden doors for this one. Door. There should be some... Am I missing it? Wood door, there we are. Oh, we've only got 3 and we need quite a lot. Yeah, okay. Make 2 birch doors. We'll get outside and we'll cut down some birch. Fell all of these trees for me. Well done, gnomes. Your first battle went surprisingly well. No one even got wounded. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn my head when I was drinking my tea. It appears the chat is busily writing fanfiction about Fork's epic combat skills there. I think Metasapia has decided that Forks is a vampire. Good to know. Should we get a flying staplers in this fort, then perhaps there'll be a little bit of vampiric tension going on there, you know. Vampires are well known to be lone hunters. They don't really like too much meddling by other vampires. It could cause a bit of a power struggle. It'd be interesting to see how that goes. We actually want to... Oh, well, that's just dirt as well, so we'll just build a door. Where are you? Stone door. There we go. Build... terrain... No, actually, we'll replace the floor if we can. With smooth stone floor. Then we'll rebuild the door. Nathan would like to know which group his namesake is the leader of. I will tell you now. Nathan is the leader of the Twilight Charmers of Night. You are joined by Galleon, Eldar, Master Mischief, Isdar, and Metasapia. Galleon, Eldar, Master Mischief, and Metasapia were pretty integral in that fight. You should be proud of your squad mates. They did well. Right. Lots of people are sleeping now. Good times. It's raining a little bit. That's fine. We'll dig down the ramps up here as well. Get rid of those. And these ones. There we go. Right, we actually do need to get those doors up here and also start working on this place because there's a lot of stuff that we need to do. If we just make the walls better, it's going to be worth something. So, with that in mind, we need to make some decisions. We're going to be... You know what? I need to be in this now because I'm going to be using the replace wall a lot and I'm going to be switching what type of wall I'm replacing a lot. So, I'll have carved walls there and there. We'll also have them there, there, and there. We'll just flat out build carved walls there, I suppose. But at the same time, no, we won't. I would actually... Well, we're going to have to remove the designation in order for me to build the walls. Damn it! Didn't even think of that. But we will go ahead and build them. Terrain, carved walls, marble block. I'll have that one there and there. There we go. Right, that gives us our carved walls. Then next up, we're going to have to start fleshing out these other rooms. I'm thinking we'll make this one a little bit wider. A much larger room at the back there. Actually, no, because I can't make it quite that large on the other side due to this ramp there that leads outside. So it'll have to be that. Okay, let's get up there. Let's start work on this. Forks for squad leader. I'm amused by this. I'm tempted to comply. Where is Fawkes? Fawkes is squad leader. Crunching hags of joke. Fawkes leads Waspinilva. And only Waspinilva. Fawkes needs no other squad members. Fawkes is strong enough on their own. There we go. Right, how's the work going on up here? The work is progressing well. Let's get that door built as well. Fantastic. There is much approval. And we're getting plenty of drinks. We've got loads of food. You know what? At this point, now we're actually making prepared meals. I want to track that. So, along with food, I would like meals. And meals should only be prepared food. So I know that we've got good food for them to eat. So that would be sandwiches and omelettes and mushrooms and those sorts of things. So there we go. That would be in there. We're not going to include cheese, mushroom, loaves of bread and sausages because they're an intermediary step. There's raw food, there's prepared food, and then there's meals. Sandwiches and omelettes are meals. Next, under drinks, well, drinks pretty much already only includes drinks, so that's fine. There we go. Currently got 0 meals, unfortunately. Right, there is one problem that I've got going on here. I'm making 10 of these before I even make 1 sausage, so no. What I need to do is I need to set up something new. We'll have 1 loaf of bread. Craft to 1. We will have 1 sausage. Craft to 1. Then cheese, then 10 loaves of bread, then a bunch of sausages, as many as we can make. This way, we will make sandwiches as fast as we can possibly make them. But once we've got 10 sandwiches, they'll start stockpiling the other things like bread and cheese. Currently, I'm only making orange wine. Sumi asked what types of drink we're making. We're making only orange wine up to 32. On that note, though, I realized that we should probably start bringing in some... You know what? Yes, we'll set up... We're going to build these walls back. There and there. We are then going to designate a stockpile for fruit. I want this to be a priority 3 stockpile. I want it to be food. And I want it to be fruit. It can be any type of fruit. Ideally oranges, but any type will do. Then we want a stockpile over here. Food. Ingredients. Okay, and priority 3. Hopefully I spelled ingredients correctly. If I did not, well, there's not much I can do about that. We only want meat, sausages, loaves of bread, cheese as well, eggs. We're not going to have fruit because we don't actually make any prepared meals with fruit. And we'll also have grain. There we go. Begin bringing everything in. Also, we require more pine crates. Let's have 3 in each one. There we go. That should do fine. It should help everything up a little bit there. If you're wondering why I've suddenly gone quiet, it's because I'm reading this enormous story that Lost Nufkin has posted in chat. My lord, Lost Snufkin is still posting this story in chat. It's an epic saga. It's about Metasapia. I'm going to stop reading. It's too much for me this late at night. I'm not prepared. Right, I would like to actually start bringing all of this down a little bit more. There we go. It appears that the other fanfiction writers in the chat have given up writing fanfiction in order to read Snufkin's fanfiction. My goodness, Snufkin. What have you done? There we are. We're slowly making progress now. We can get another grain farm or even other pastures at this point. That would be ideal, is another pasture, perhaps for emus or something similarly awesome. Yeah, a little emu pasture would be quite nice there. Of course, I mean, ideally... Oh, actually, I can have another pasture over here as well. Ah, fantastic. Yes, I approve. Metasapia, hey, he wrote a story about you before, Avak, and a story about the sky. My lord. You're just cranking out stories at the moment. I'm not sure what we did to deserve such storytelling brilliance. Alright, let's go for carved floors. We will have carved floors at the points where I'm going to have internal doors and the external doors there. We will then have decorative stone floors. We want these along the edges. Like this. There we are. Yeah, I'll bring them in as well. The corners that I'm leaving out are for eventual statues. Because they'll have something else underneath them. There we go. And in this room I'm thinking also to have actually quite a lot of these fancy floors in here. This should rise the value of the Great Hall a reasonable amount, actually. There we are. And let's see. Let's have an engraved floors where I'm going to have the statues. Oops. Now, obviously, for now, we're not actually going to have statues in here. But this should dramatically increase the value of the room just by itself. And then we'll slowly replace the walls and so on and so forth. And little by little, it'll become grand. Now, the reason why I'm doing this before placing the room down is, unfortunately, once you place the room down, you can't replace the floors. Quite a pain in the bum, that one.